Good afternoon to those who will listen. It is June 21st, 2018, 4:42 p.m. And happy first day of summer to everyone out there. I have a story for you. I don't know. It's a possibility. Sure, it could be a possibility. I'm not saying it is, but it's a theory. I'm going to throw it out there to you. First of all, I wanted to mention this. Something happened today, and the first person, because eventually someone will figure out what this mystery is. Something happened today, and the first person to mention it in a comment will get a coffee mug. And I'll have to show you the coffee mug. It's a really nice, big, really nicely made coffee mug that can have a saying on it. And I will try to give you that choice of what you want put on the mug. Please, no vulgarities. But yeah, and it, just so you know too, whoever figures it out first and gets the coffee mug, just so you know ahead of time, that I probably won't be able to get the coffee mug to you right away. It won't be until after I get back to Iowa. When I move back to Iowa, get settled, I have somebody that makes these coffee mugs, and I'm going to buy some for my channel, and I'm going to give a bunch of them away. And I'll announce later on too, once I get to Iowa, what to do. I'm just going to do random things, and then people can have a coffee mug. And I'll probably also have some other ceramic stuff too to give away also. But that's just for the future. And whoever can figure out what this mystery is, which I know someone will figure out soon, they will get a coffee mug. So just so you know that. Okay. So today's story is Planet X getting closer to Mars. And this is a question because there's some things that have been going on. Right now, there is an epic dust storm that is covering the whole entire planet of Mars. And I will show you some pictures. This is the rover up there. Another thing that's funny, I think this is really funny. Okay, look. Okay, it says Mars rover. How is it taking a picture that went out and took a picture? So flat Earth people might like that, because that would prove how are they getting this picture. I don't know, just throwing that out there too. So the massive dust storm covered 1/4 of the planet just a week ago, and now it's completely covered the planet. And I want to show you something. Okay, it's not here. I got a YouTube channel, Nemesis Maturity, and I'm just going to show you this right here. This one still shot, but look at the difference from the dust in, I don't know, when was the first one taken? I can't remember when the first one was taken, but it was just maybe a week ago, I think. And then the picture on the right is afterwards. So there's a bunch of dust covering the planet of Mars. And I know the flat Earth people say there is no Mars, there's no planets, but if there is space, if there is planets, then Mars is being covered by dust. And it's this red dust. Well, guess what? Red dust, I always think of iron oxide. Iron oxide is the dust from Planet X. So here's my theory I'm going to throw out there. Could this dust that's covering Mars be the dust from Planet X, the iron oxide from Planet X? And if so, that would probably mean, I don't know for sure, but it would probably mean that it is already past Jupiter and is in between Jupiter and Mars now. I don't know how far, and if anybody can answer that question, that would be awesome. But I don't know how far the dust would be ahead of the Planet X system itself. That's a question for somebody else. I don't know if anybody else can answer that. That would be great. But, I've heard people, channels already suggesting months ago that Planet X was already between Jupiter and Mars. And if that's true, then maybe it's getting closer to Mars. And then when we see the dust that Mars is getting on Earth, that would be a big sign that something's happening. Now, also, if we go back over to WSO, please don't start this over again. I had everything all set up so I wouldn't have to search for anything, but it looks like it's kind of has to reload again. Darn it anyway. Technical difficulties. All right, come on, hurry up and load it up. I just wanted to show you, from the Seshi satellite, what's been going on. And then that weird object that passed below Jupiter and is still out there and out there. Come on. What's happening? Really? Why? I didn't want it full screen because then it's hard to get out of full screen. Please work properly. I don't know why the video is flashing. That is weird. But there was an explosion or something that looked like an explosion on Jupiter. This, I can't remember when this was. March 21st. So we're looking, oh, wow, perfect. 2 months ago. Or 3 months ago, sorry. April, May, June. Yeah, 3 months ago was when there was an explosion. Now, if you saw my video that I did with the footage from the America's Got Talent, Diavolo, they were putting out, what happened? They put out some performances that showed some weird stuff in the background, which included this weird round object that had a hole in it. And if you've been seeing a lot of my videos, a lot of other videos, we're seeing these stars, planets, whatever's out there that has holes. That object be that same object? I don't know. Now, another thing is, was there an explosion on Jupiter? Did Jupiter just get some impacts, or did it get demolished? So there's a question. I mean, if you look at the Seshi footage, if this thing would go where I want it to go, I don't know why this is having a problem on this one. Weird. They don't want me to show it. But the Seshi satellite, you've seen the images, and it shows this weird baffle, is what Steve calls it, a baffle around Jupiter. And it looks like some weird energy force that's around Jupiter. I don't know what's wrong with this. It's not working. So just remember the stuff. Where was I at? Well, I was going to ask the question God, this stuff does not want to work for me. What if it wasn't there? I should have maybe rephrased it. What if Jupiter got demolished, destroyed is the word I want to use. I don't know. Let's see if we can put that in there. But, it says in here that Earth would be in bad shape. We probably wouldn't be here if it didn't exist. What is wrong with this? My goodness. What is happening with this thing? But we wouldn't. We would probably be dead because if Jupiter didn't exist, say if it didn't exist or it was gone 100 years ago, whatever, 1,000 years ago, a lot more asteroids, meteors would be getting through and hitting Earth, and that would probably destroy Earth. Now, if Jupiter was destroyed recently, maybe that would explain some of all of the asteroids that are making it to Earth and into our atmosphere. It's just a suggestion. Why can't I do anything there? Finally, let's just see if I can throw a question in here. Why am I having a problem here? Come on, technical difficulties. I hate making longer videos, and I hate having to make it longer. Oh my God. Let's just get out of it. It won't even let me get out of it? Come on. Jeez. See, bear with me. Sorry. What happened if Jupiter was... Is this not working now? Let's put it in. Okay, there we go. Ugh. I don't know what it is about this. Whenever I do a live show, even though this isn't live, it's live to me right now. I always seem to have problems. Where Jupiter is when it gets destroyed does not really change the outcome. All right, well, what's the outcome? So I guess the main threat from what would happen if Jupiter was destroyed would be more meteors and asteroids that normally would be sucked in by Jupiter would hit Earth, and that's Earth. Now, see that makes me wonder. You know, we're seeing this increase already in asteroids, and it says in the Bible that there'll be great hailstones that are going to land on Earth. Could this be Jupiter gets destroyed, and then we're prone to getting hit by asteroids and meteors? If removing Jupiter, a huge ring around the sun with no concentration of matter that we could consider a point mass, then among the asteroids we were. What? I just want to know what would happen if Jupiter wasn't there. Why am I having... Can I just see a different answer? Why is this happening? A drag effect. Pulling whether it is behind the sun or not, is pulling the asteroids towards it and hence away from us. I'm guessing the main and if anybody knows anything about that too, if Jupiter wasn't there, if it was destroyed, what would happen to it? So if anyone has that answer, that would be great. I've been trying to research it a little bit, but I'm seeing the main thing is we'd be hit with more asteroids and stuff. So in the Bible, that's what it says. There'll be giant hailstones that hit Earth, and I believe those are asteroids. So there's another thing. So, but anyway, with Mars having the dust storm, could that be an indication of the iron oxide from planet X reaching Mars and covering it? Where is this dust coming from? Never said where this is coming from. Come on. Tabs here. Let's see if it says anything in here. I read this a little bit, but I didn't said where this came from. And it literally engulfed the planet within a week, 2 weeks at the most. I don't know, but I'm not going to keep making this first. Okay, here, maybe this is... Dust storm was first detected May 30th. And it says that they do have dust storms, but this one is like the biggest because it's covering the whole entire planet. And it's, if you look at pictures from it, it looks like pink. I don't know, but I just want to throw that out there. Maybe it's possible the planet X is getting closer to us, getting closer to Mars. Maybe it's already past Jupiter. Maybe the Jupiter explosion and that weird baffle of energy around Jupiter is something else. Maybe something happened to Jupiter and they're trying to cover it up. I don't know. It's really strange. Let me know what you guys think about that. And thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. God bless.